As the world mourns Pope Francis, history's most secretive transfer of power begins. White smoke, the path to a new pope, guides you through this momentous transition. We explain exactly what happens next, leading to the dramatic conclave vote. Learn how each ritual unfolds, what each tradition means, and why these ancient ceremonies still matter today. Follow along as the throne of St. Peter stands empty and a new chapter in church history begins. White Smoke, available wherever you get your podcasts.
Do you know what a group of flamingos is called? That's just one of thousands of facts you'll discover on 5 daily trivia questions. Hi, I'm Mark Ellison. Join me every weekday for 5 mind-expanding questions about everything from ancient history to modern technology. Perfect for impressing friends or dominating your next pub quiz. 5 daily trivia questions. And the answer, a group of flamingos, is called a flamboyance. 5 daily trivia questions.
Caloroga Shark Media.
Hey there, I'm Johnny Mack with 5 good news Christmas stories. Let me tell you about what's happening at a shelter in West Virginia. These shelter dogs are getting into the Christmas spirit in a big way. They got to go on a special field trip to see some Christmas lights. You know, getting out of the shelter can make a huge difference for these dogs, and we're not just saying that. There's actually some science behind it. A study from 2023 found that dogs who get to go on these little outings are 5 times more likely to find a forever home than, well, the alternative. So when the Charleston Dirty Birds, that's the local minor league baseball team, reached out to Angie Gillenwater at the Kanawha Charleston Humane Association about bringing some dogs to their pet-friendly night, she was all over it. You see, every year they turn their baseball field into this winter wonderland with Christmas lights everywhere. Now, Angie had done this before last year, but this time these dogs had some pretty amazing reactions. Let me share what Angie told Newsweek. She said, "Many of our dogs had different reactions. Our senior dogs that attended, like Zeus and Mama Odie, tired out pretty easily, but noticeably loved the lights. All dogs in attendance were very loose, wiggly, and visibly excited to be away from the shelter and out of their kennels." And here's something interesting. Back in 2018, some researchers found that just 15 minutes of one-on-one attention can make a huge difference for a shelter dog. Well, these pups got way more than that. They got to play with other dogs and get attention from all the visitors. Angie said, all the dogs were friendly upon meeting other dogs owned by the public, as well as meeting members of the public. And get this, they had this one dog named Felix who was just so excited he couldn't stop barking the entire night. High energy doesn't begin to describe it. Now, of course, they had to go back to the shelter eventually, but Angie's hoping for some Christmas magic. She said, hopefully our dogs will be adopted and spend Christmas in a home. That is, of course, the ideal scenario. If not, we try to make Christmas just as special, and they really do. Throughout November and December, they collect donations of blankets, toys, and treats. They hang stockings on every kennel, and on Christmas morning, the staff comes in and makes sure every single pet gets to open their stocking. Hey, there's still time before Christmas. Maybe a few of these good boys and girls will find their forever homes. Hey, this next one's pretty funny. You know how this time of year offices everywhere are getting decked out for Christmas? Well, one workplace is getting attention for having what might be the most depressing Christmas decorations ever. Someone on Reddit shared a photo their fiance sent them of their office Christmas setup. And I've got to tell you what the original poster wrote. They said, "I think it's the most depressing thing I've ever seen." Now, when I say decorations, I really mean decoration. It's singular. What we're talking about here is a tiny 2-foot Christmas tree, and get this, it's just sitting on top of the office fridge. No baubles, nothing fancy, just a star on top and some fiber optic lights on the branch tips, and it's just sitting there under the air conditioner next to the fruit juice. Now, the comments on this are great. One person tried to find the bright side, writing, the lights look pretty cool at least. Then they shared their own sad tree story, saying, "At my work, we just had someone's nan's old fake tree in a corner of the workshop with no decorations whatsoever. Eventually, we nabbed some tinsel from the office, along with a stuffed Tigger dressed as an angel that we put on the top. Then we jazzed it up with some Jubilee clips." Another person tried to be philosophical about it, writing, "Less is more?" You know what? Sometimes less isn't more. Sometimes less is just less. In Berlin, the Christmas markets are back, and they are something special. More than 100 of them are opening their doors this week. and the whole city smells amazing. Mulled wine, roasted almonds, hot bratwurst wafting through the air everywhere you go. Now, Berlin's really done something cool with these markets. You know how some traditions can get a little traditional? Logically, Berlin's taken this medieval tradition and given it a modern twist. With almost 40% of Berliners having immigrant roots, they've made sure there's something for everyone. There's this amazing Christmas Avenue. It's all lit up in rainbow colors, and they're serving these rainbow pierogi. There's a Scandinavian market where they're selling moose goulash and reindeer salami. And if you're feeling adventurous, head over to the Humboldt Forum Christmas Market by the Spree River. They've got everything from Jamaican jerk chicken with cooked bananas to Argentinian empanadas to Hungarian langos. That's an amazing deep-fried flatbread. There's even a one-day-only kinky Christmas market in the Kreitzberg neighborhood. It's for people who think traditional markets are too overwhelmingly contemplative. I'll let your imagination run with that one. Hey, if you're looking for some different Christmas music this year, have I got something for you, Mark? The animal Mendoza, you know him, the bassist from Twisted Sister. He's just put out a new Christmas single with singer Marla Adler called I'm Your Christmas Present. Now, this isn't the first time Twisted Sister has done Christmas music. Back in 2006, they put out this album called A Twisted Christmas. Here's something cool. You know their huge hit, We're Not Gonna Take It? Well, it was actually inspired by Oh Come All You Faithful. Like, sing both in your head. It works. White Smoke. The Path to a New Pope explores humanity's most elaborate and secretive transfer of power, a process now unfolding following the death of Pope Francis. This series reveals the hidden rituals, ancient traditions, and behind-the-scenes drama of papal transition. As the Catholic world enters this solemn period of mourning and anticipation, join us in witnessing how the Church has perfected this sacred process over 2,000 years, and what happens in these crucial days when the throne of St. Peter stands empty. White Smoke brings listeners inside the conclave that will determine who will succeed Pope Francis and lead the Church into its next chapter. White Smoke, wherever you get your podcasts.
You can get this podcast completely ad-free right now. If you're on Apple, just click the banner that says Uninterrupted Listening, and you'll get your first month free. If you use Spotify or other podcast players, go to caloroga.com/plus. It's just $5 a month, and you'll get access to over 20 premium shows with no interruptions. Binge listen to new series like the political thriller Acting President, Signal Lost, where military secrets land on the wrong phone, and Pager Protocol, the thriller about exploding pagers in the wrong hands. Plus, enjoy daily shows like Palace Intrigue about the royal family, daily comedy news, and 5 daily trivia questions to test your knowledge, and White Smoke, taking you behind the scenes at what's happening right now at the Vatican. You also get all our hot shows like 5 good news stories. Enjoy your favorite content without any ad breaks. Remember, Apple users click the uninterrupted listening banner for your free first month, and everyone else head to caloroga.com/plus. Get ad-free listening today.
Good news, they've solved the mystery of who's been messing with the Christmas lights at Ritter Park. You see, the Greater Huntington Park and Recreation District has been really stepping up their holiday game, adding more decorations and lights every year, but when they started wrapping lights around the trees, they ran into an unexpected problem. Scott Miller, he's their superintendent of buildings and grounds, and I love this detail. He's known to occasionally rock a white beard himself. He said, I guess it's a form of vandalism. The vandals in question? Squirrels. Squirrels have developed a taste for Christmas lights. Miller said, the squirrels started chewing through some of the strands. We're not quite sure why they're doing it. I think they're just curious. It's something they're not used to seeing. Or maybe Christmas lights are tasty. I've never eaten one. Kat Michaels, who lives nearby, said, I hope they don't get fried, probably just get a little zap and run away. Miller says no squirrels have been hurt. They think the squirrels are smart enough to do their snacking during the day when the lights are off. Those are your 5 good news Christmas stories for today. If you enjoyed the program, tell a friend about it. They might like it too. Have a great day.